Hello G.I. Joe Classified fans, and welcome back to Classified Reports here on Too Many Topics. It's been like 4 months since I made an episode, but there hasn't been like a lot of news, and if you know this series, I don't do it as often as I used to do like Lightning Storm on my main channel, or anything like that, but it is Joe June, and there was really no way I was going to let Joe June go by without making a video, because that is the only toy line I'm really actively collecting right now is G.I. Joe Classified. So I definitely have a lot of interest in what is going on in that line currently. So we had our G.I. Joe live stream this past Tuesday, which was pretty much Hasbro playing all of their cards, showing all their cards for the month's festivities. And it was a good stream. Everything leaked prior, but that's how these things kind of go for Hasbro products. This is not unique to G.I. Joe. I was actually pretty surprised that they did not launch the heavily rumored Rattler for our next classified HasLab. I'm also incredibly thankful that they did not launch it because I don't have the money for it right now. And while it's still not confirmed that it is the Rattler for 100% certainty, it is going to be the Rattler. I mean, we saw here a teaser with the shirt has the Rattler logo when he was talking about it. But we do know that they're going to launch the next classified HasLab during San Diego Comic-Con next month. So definitely excited for that. I think the Rattler will be a really cool HasLab if it is what it is. Hopefully it'll be around the price of the tank and the dragonfly and such, but we'll definitely talk about that next month. I'll probably do I would do a reaction stream for it or something, but since it's going to be revealed at Comic-Con, there probably won't be a thing to even react to. But basically back to Joe June stuff. So we had our pre-orders for the first week of G.I. Joe stuff. We have all of the announcements for what's going on for pre-order the next 2 weeks. And that seems to kind of be it, but it was still a really good lineup of things. So first of all, we had the pre-orders for the next main retail wave, and this wave is fantastic, so I wanted to go ahead and share my thoughts on it. So this wave is currently slated for a December release, and I believe all 4 are still available for pre-order on Amazon. I know one of them went down on polls for a minute, but I will be including Amazon affiliate links to them in the description below, and I will also be more likely, if I remember, updating the description throughout the month for additional Amazon pre-orders, although there's only a couple more. So if you would like to help with the channel, that would be great. But this wave of 4 figures is great. So let's go ahead and start with the one that I'm the least excited about, but it's still a really good figure, and that is Alpine. So Alpine, we had known was coming to the line. He was a name-only reveal a while ago. Alpine looks great, though. Was not familiar with the character, just like I am never familiar with any characters for G.I. Joe. But I like it being like a rock climber one, and I gotta say, the photography, the Matt on their photography team, these are some of his best promo shots. The shots for these figures are absolutely incredible. I absolutely love them. So we have Alpine climbing some rocks. I know people were complaining that he does not have, I guess, his iconic backpack or a backpack in general, which I get, although to be honest, most of the time the backpacks always fall out on G.I. Joe figures. The pegs are never very sturdy on them, so I don't necessarily mind there not being a backpack for Alpine, but I totally get the idea of why he should have one. But I like the rock climbing gear. I think it's a cool release. Obviously gonna get it, but just the one that I was not the least impressed by, but just least interested by in this wave. And following up with that is Storm Shadow version 2, which I know was kind of everybody's least favorite of the wave. I kind of like it, though, and the more I look at it, the more I kind of like it even more. So it's a silly design. The original version 2 figure that I, have familiarized myself with this past week also is a silly design, and I like the way that they translated it to the figure line here for Classified, but I don't really know what people were expected. Like, it looks exactly what I would expect a classified version of version 2 Storm Shadow to look like. Once again, fantastic promo shots. Love some of these so much. Just want to put some of them up on the screen right now. But yeah, Storm Shadow has always been a fun one. I like his original figure release. The Arctic one is a really cool one too, so it's fun to get this in the line. Next up, it's kind of hard to say which one of these figures I like better, to be honest, but I guess I should probably put in the next place here, since I guess I'm technically going from my least favorite to my favorite, and that would be the Iron Grenadier Bat. So the Iron Grenadier Bat was something that was accidentally leaked a couple months ago. The Full Force podcast accidentally said it during one of his live streams, when he wasn't going to leak that information yet, so it's kind of funny that we had an accidental leak, which is just interesting. But whenever we heard about it, we were like, really? Is it just going to be a bat painted like red and gold in black? And yeah, that's exactly what this is. However, it looks so good. I love the bat figure mold. It's one of my favorite figures. So I love the original one. I love the Crimson one. I love the Arctic one. Python Patrol one's alright. But this was fantastic. I am very excited for this figure. Love the color scheme. Love the fact that it comes with the new head and the chainsaw weapon that the Arctic Bat introduced last year, because those are really cool accessories. My only complaint is that while I think the clear plates that you, of course, can use on other bats are cool, I would have liked there to be one that had the Iron Grenadiers logo on it, like there is for the Python Patrol. I guess probably wouldn't really fit. Python Patrol is a little bit more flashy, so it kind of makes sense for them to have a logo thing, and this wouldn't really fit, but I don't know. I like it. So I would like it to have been there. It's whatever. But I love this figure. I pre-ordered this one. And the other one I pre-ordered was the Iron Grenadier itself. So we had known about this one from a name reveal a while ago. And it looks fantastic. I love the design of this so much. The shots that they showed during the live stream of the Iron Grenadier, the Iron Grenadier Bat, and the Metalhead figure, which is under the same banner of Iron Grenadier, looks amazing. I already have the Metalhead figure. I got it for as a birthday gift from my sister, and it's great. I can't wait to get these two. I pre-ordered both of them. I love the designs of them. I like I think it's a reuse of the saber from the Crimson Guard, or the Python Patrol Crimson Guard. Now, this upcoming Tuesday is when Retro Wave 3, Retail Retro Card Wave 3 is going up for pre-order. I collect the retro cards out of completionist sake and not necessarily an interest. But I will be getting these at some point. I'm probably not going to pre-order them, although I might regret that with one of them. But we have 3 figures here that don't really wow me. One of them is really cool, but the other 2 don't really wow me at all. And that is Sergeant Stalker and the Cobra Trooper. I'm just going to put them both up on the screen right now. Neither one of these really do anything for me. The Sergeant Stalker looks cool. I'm perfectly content with the one that I already have, and I don't open the retro card figures, so even if I got it, it would just sit on a card and do nothing, so it's fine. The Cobra Trooper, like the brighter blue, nice for people to have the chance to get that again since it's been so long since the Cobra Island release, but once again, it's fine. Now, this Cobra Commander, though, while it doesn't have a hood, which was rumored for this one to have, I love that vac metal face. That is so cool. Absolutely love that. Makes it very unique compared to the HasLab one, which is one of the only reasons why I'm collecting retro cards, because I have the Hiss tank, so I have that HasLab retro carded one, and that kind of doomed me to then have to feel like I had to track down the other ones of these cards. So that's how it is. Now, this wave goes up for pre-order on Tuesday, and I should probably pre-order the Cobra Commander. This will be a full retail wave, so everybody will have it. I'll have Amazon links for it in the description on Tuesday. And then the following week, we have a couple pre-orders that are... they're all kind of exclusives. So we have 2 Mad Marauders pre-orders. Now, these are cool, and I like them a lot. But they are something that leaked a long time ago, so they're not like the most exciting things. Now, the Sergeant Slaughter looks great, and apparently there'll be a packaging variant of it, because I guess the original one that they showed Sergeant Slaughter, like the real-life Sergeant Slaughter, he didn't approve it because he wasn't wearing the hat in the box. So the ones we saw before, the leaked pictures, had the hat as a side, like on the side accessory in the tray, and that's what the promo shots show. But then Sergeant Slaughter tweeted out that the one that will actually make it to Y Retail will have the tray changed, so he's actually wearing the hat and the glasses in the tray. So I guess there'll be 2 to track down. One that made it out, however many made it out before they made that change, and then the one that he actually approved. So that'll be interesting to see how that all goes down. But it looks great. The original Sergeant Slaughter figure was one of my favorites. I like the decision to have the Mad Marauders logo on the little figure that he comes with. Love the bag for all the equipment. So cool. Love the duffel bag tremendously. Fantastic accessory. But yeah, definitely excited to get that one. That one is a Famazon exclusive, which means it's a fan channel exclusive, but Amazon will have it, so I'll have an Amazon link for it on the 18th, when that one goes up for pre-order, the following Tuesday, 2 Tuesdays from the most recent Tuesday. And then speaking of Mad Marauders, we already knew about this one too, because it leaked a while, but we have Spirit, Iron Knife, alongside Lowlights, and Not Nile, I think, or something like that, is the name of this Not Freedom bird. It's not an eagle, it's a slightly different remold, but this is just the original Lowlight figure and the original Spirit figure painted with, the blue accents of the Mad Marauders. Now, Lowlight and Spirit were 2 of my favorite figures that they've released thus far. So I definitely like the idea of this 2-pack. I'm not going to get it right away. It's one of those ones where I'm going to kind of wait on it, not jump on it immediately. But this one is going to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So while, Sarge is a fan channel, or Famazon, this one is a exclusive. And they join the Mad Marauders Barbecue that's been out for well over a year, 2 years, I think, almost at this point. So nice to finally have more of that team. Now, the best pre-order that's happening on the 18th, and probably the best pre-order happening in general, is the Cobra Steiner. Everybody knew this was coming repaint of the Vamp, which is one of the best releases they've ever done, so I cannot wait to get the Steiner. They did specifically mention that this one will have higher quantities of production compared to the Vamp, which is good, because the Vamp has been really hard for people to get. So this one also is not a Pulse exclusive, which is great. It comes with the same effect pieces that Scrap Iron came with, which is kind of interesting. I think that's a cool inclusion. But between those and the missiles and like some extra plastic pieces and the doors and everything, I kind of expect that this is going to be like more expensive than the Vamp. I'm thinking maybe like $120. We don't know what the price of this is going to be at the time of this video, but I'm expecting it might be more than the Vamp. We'll see. I'm hoping for no more than like $120 if it is more than the Vamp, which, like I said, I feel like it will be. But this is a Amazon exclusive as well, so there will be a link to that, of course, on the 18th. And that is it for Yo JoJo pre-orders. So no HasLab till next month. That's all the pre-orders for everything, and all they really had to show us besides that was 2 renders for Dial Tone and for the Saw Viper. Really like the look of the Saw Viper. I think that's a cool looking. I like the color scheme, and I like the helmet. But those 2 will be 2025 figures. And then finally for our name-only reveal, we got Footloose. Footloose. Do. Never seen that movie. I don't know who this character is, but we're going to get it. So that's a cool release. So overall, was happy with the reveals. Was happy with the fact that I don't have to pay for a HasLab yet. Love the pre-orders that we got. Can't wait to get a Steiner. It's going to be a good time. So I know some people were complaining that we didn't get like, you know, multiple streams this year or anything like that, and we still haven't technically formally seen the SDCC and Hasbro PulseCon exclusives for this year, even though there's leaks that suggest that Raptor is going to be the Comic-Con one, and was it like Nemesis Enforcer or something? I forget. One of the other name reveals they had done was going to be PulseCon. We've seen some leaked pictures of some of these pieces. So those are probably happening for sure. So I'm sure we're going to see those soon. They might still do possible like renders and name only reveals through June, but it kind of seems like while they still want to do something for Joe June, their kind of big thing this year, big focus is on San Diego Comic-Con. So we're going to have a lot to talk about when that rolls around. So like I said, there's going to be pre-orders throughout the month. The Amazon links will be updated throughout there. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments below about what you think of Joe June's stream this past Tuesday. What things are you getting? What things do you want to see at Comic-Con? What do you think it's going to be the Rattler for the HasLab? It most certainly, almost definitely is going to be, I think. And what do you want to see that come with? And anything down in the comments below, I want to hear about it. Thank you all for watching. And of course, until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LiverIncherKey or at ClassifiedFigGI, which I use sometimes. And that's going to do it. So thank you guys. And until next time, Yo Joe.